Hello class, welcome to art. Today we're going to be making Eric Carle butterflies. This project is based on a book by Eric Carle called The Very Hungry Caterpillar. In this book, Eric Carle uses all kinds of painted paper. You can see in many of the drawings beautiful colors, like this one, for example, greens and blues over blacks and browns. Look through the book and you can see all the wonderful colors and the painted paper he used. The most important thing, though, is take a look at this beautiful butterfly. I just love this painting. For this project, you will need watercolors, 3 pieces of paper, scissors, pencil, white glue or glue stick, markers, and crayons. I'm going to start by taking my piece of paper and I'm going to fold it in half. I'll set that aside and then I'll take my other piece of paper and I'll fold that in half too. Now I'm going to make some textures on my paper. I'm going to start with a pencil. I'm just going to make a bunch of curlicues all over my paper. I'm going to cover the whole thing so it's all full of curlicues. After I do that, I'm going to take a crayon and I'm just going to make some different lines on my paper as well. I'm going to make sure I press really hard. Alright, so now I'm going to do my second piece of paper and we're just going to be filling it in with more textures. For this half, I'm going to use black crayon and just make a bunch of lines. And you can see I'm going to fill this all up. And then for the second half, I'm going to use a marker and the side of the marker, and I'm just going to make some squiggly marks. It's going to go ahead and fill the whole paper. After that, I'm going to get some watercolor and I'm going to actually go black over the black crayon, and then I'm going to switch halfway through and use a little red to fill the bottom half of the black marks. Over the blue, I'm just going to use water, plain water, and I'm going to cover the whole paper. Now we're going to cut all of our paper in half. Now we're going to pick a color that we want to make our body. We're going to draw a body shape, something like this, a long oval, and then we're going to cut it out. So draw a circle and then cut it out. Notice how I'm using the back of the paper to draw my circle. Alright, after you cut out both the body and the head, you're going to glue them down on your paper. And you can use either white glue or a glue stick. I like white glue because it's a little bit stronger. Next we're going to pick a piece of paper, any paper, and we're going to draw a long skinny shape that looks like a little teardrop shape, upside down teardrop, or a flower petal. After you do that, you're going to cut them out and glue them down. Next we're going to select a different piece of paper and we're going to do the same thing, only we're going to make the wings a little bit longer but the same shape, so really long and using the whole width of the paper. We're going to cut them out and then glue them down. Going to continue with other paper. I'm going to just draw a slightly different shape, cut it out, and then glue it down below the other wings. I'm going to continue with the other paper next. Next I'm going to use some red paper to cut out some circles to make some fake eyes. I'm going to get another piece of paper. I'm going to make some different shapes. I'm going to make kind of an eye shape, and I'm going to make some heart shapes. After I do that, I'm going to cut them out and glue everything down. I'm going to use some other paper to make some more decorations in my butterfly. So just the paper that I made, I'm going to add some different things, and you can do it however you want. I'm going to try different colors and different designs. Alright, so now we're going to work on the cat of our eyes. I'm going to draw 2 circles and then we're going to cut them out and glue them down. We're going to add some eyes and some antenna to the butterfly. The last thing we want to do is put in some grass and some sky. So you can cut some strips from your paper and glue it down on the bottom and on the top. You can use the scraps that you have already. You can also make another butterfly by using your scraps. Just fold your paper in half and draw half a butterfly. Here is the Carle Butterfly Project. Hope you had fun!